if there is any problem to understand, then I can give you the detail of that area also. So could you please detail about yourself a little bit?
Okay. So a few words about myself. I work in EPAM systems. My primary skill is SAP BW, but a few months ago I'm interested in SAP car. And now I'm here to listen of some useful information about customer activity repository.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And I would like to tell you a little bit about myself also. I am Dipali, and I have a total 8 years of experience in SAP, and 5 years in CAR and POSDM. Basically, I start my career with ABAP as a technical person, then in BIBW with POSDM, then HANA on CAR, and I have developed I implemented 3 end-to-end implementation on CAR, and 5 end-to-end in POSDM, and support, side-by-side support also I have to give in to the customers. So that's and also with global training, we can say I have completed 3 batches of a car, and it was a successful batches, and this is the fourth one which I going to start. And whatever you have any query, you can ask me regarding the session and all. So that's all about me. So I think we can start, right?
Okay, yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, so mute yourself when you have any query, then you can ask me. First you have to mute yourself, but it's fine for me because no noise from your side. You can unmute yourself also, so it's fine for me also, no noise from your side. But if you want, you can mute yourself. So first, going to that system, car system, I will like to give you a little bit idea of landscape, which landscape we are generally use in real time time project and all. So I'm just going to give you the detail of that system. Then I will log into the system and start the login. The module of the car. First module is POS DTA of car. It is the mandatory module. But before going into that module, I would like to share my screen and give you the detail of the landscape. And I have a question to Julian. Julian, please share me the system detail also meanwhile, so that I can log in. Julian, you there? Okay, I'm going to share my screen. This is my screen. And this is the, I think you can see my screen. See, this is the landscape of car. Car have different landscape.
Yes, I see a screen. Landscape scenario 1. Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
So generally, customer or retailers would like to different landscape with car. This is the first landscape. You can see it's a standalone landscape. What is that? Basically, I have to open new one also. Just 1 minute. Basically, in landscape, in whole landscape, we have POS system, and then PI system, then art system, then retail or FMS system as per the availability which they prefer, like a customer or organization prefer, retail or FMS, whatever. So background card database is HANA. Here you can see card database is HANA. So we have different scenario, like a landscape scenario with POS, PI, car, and retail. So PI generally connect POS system, any POS system with card system. And one more thing, if you are going to use hybrid system, so there is another landscape, like if you are going to use hybrids, then no need to PI, it's optional. You can choose PI or without PI. Data, how it's connected with card, it is there is a hybrid communicator which is connected directly to a card, that is data hub, then card or data hub, or if you want you can choose PI also, then your retail or FMS system. Now second option, hybrids is not not mandatory here. This above one ways generally we use. Just 1 minute, give me 2 seconds, just 1 minute. Yeah, sorry, there's an important call, so we can carry on. That is, you can see this is first one is mandatory POS or anyone. You can choose hybrids also. It's not mandatory like you have to choose any POS. You can choose CRM also. All these are your choice. It's not mandatory like you have to choose anyone. Your choice means retailer, customer's choice. There is a PI again, CRM also, again card, again you can see retail or FMS. So this is the detail of the system connection. You can choose many POS system, not only one system. Hybrid commerce, we generally connect with card for web, if you are want to if customer likes to buy online sales, then we have to choose custom hybrids. And then CRM is for other part. If they are used for CRM, then you have to connect a card with through PI. So this is generally we deal with card, but database of card is HANA. Now we have to go to the scenario option 1. What is that? You can see here is ECC, then card. ECC means retail or FMS, and directly to card. Also here, this is the database of card is HANA. Now what is it is standalone, because standalone means the card have a different module like demand data foundation, omni-channel pricing, promotion, article. You want to use all this. You just want to use card as a standalone, like POS DTA, multi-channels with card, the module of card, and connecting with ECC, and CRM is optional if you like. And HANA is a you can say a database of card. Now where you can see there is a SLT. What is SLT? When you are going to implement your card implementation, then master data is mandatory. You have to replicate your master data. What is master data? Master data in retail or FMS is like article, store or plant, or merchandise category. All these are master data. Customers, vendors, all these are master data, and you have to replicate all in your card system. Now how card access all this data? You have to replicate the master data into your card database, that is HANA. So you have to replicate all this master data into HANA database. How you replicate that? Through SLT. SLT is a process through like generally HANA administration person doing all this like SLT and all, and replicate all the master data. Master data means first we have to replicate tables. I have a lot of tables information, which table we have to replicate. I will provide that. That you have to replicate to ECC to your HANA box using SLT. Then CAR will access your master data, because first option is master data checks is mandatory. This is the mandatory use of CAR, you can say. Because what is the use of CAR? There's a lot of use of CAR. It's a use of CAR, like first you have to check the master data, else what happen, all the data whatever coming to from your POS or hybrid system, it will be posted into your ECC at the day of end of month or day. What will happen, there's a lot of huge data in your ECC system, so it's good to validate your data in CAR system, then you have to replicate. So first option is master data replication. And here you can see SLT use. When we are going to use SLT, like if your ECC system and your CAR system is in different HANA database, like your retail or your it is in HANA or it is not in HANA, like your retail system is in SQL server, or your CAR system is in HANA system, HANA database, so you have to use SLT. One more scenario, your retail system is a different HANA box, like database HANA box 1, and for CAR HANA box is 2. Then you have to use SLT for that when database is different. So this is the standalone use of scenario 1, and it is a very, like you can say, regularly customer use this scenario, because still like max module are not use of CAR, because lack of you can say people or knowledge of the person. So many customer don't want all the module of the CAR, they just want CAR as a standalone like this, and maybe the ECC in the different HANA box, or maybe CAR is a different HANA box, and if it is a different, then they have to use SLT. And obviously if you are going to use CRM, then you have to use, it's mandatory, there's no other option, you have to use SLT to replicate the master data. We are generally use SLT to replicate the master data. So this is the scenario 1. We generally use this one if that is a different HANA box. Now option is, second option is, you can see this is the second option. What is that? Same scenario, because first we have to replicate the master data through SLT, and standalone here, because we just want to use like CAR sum of module, not all module. Like module means PMR, assortment planning. This is the consume module of CAR. Also BIBW, if you are going to like to use BIBW, you also can use BIBW with CAR to create any report or anything else, whatever you want to create. So if that is in scenario, then this will be not called the standalone. This is standalone, only POS DTA, multi-channel, and on shelf ability, inventory visibility. This module you can use using standalone of CAR. And here you can see same whatever I told you, we have to replicate master data, but here you can see only SLT is connected with CRM, not with ECC. Why? Because this ECC and CAR system in same HANA database, not in different HANA database. ECC and CAR in same HANA database. So you have to you don't have to use SLT here. Whenever a master data, like you are creating an article master data, so immediately it will be replicated into your HANA database, because HANA is same for ECC and CAR, and you can access, your CAR system can access that master data, and it will validate that master data when any transaction is coming from your POS to your car system or hybrids to your car system. So this is the landscape scenario 1, and it is, you can see, still you can see this is a standalone. We can't we can't use, we don't have to use SLT also. And one more thing, this option also very much used by customer retailer. This option, this standalone option is very much using by customer. Still it's in demand in market for car. You can see say DDF module, PMR assortment. If any customers don't want to use that module, then they can use that option. Now option is, I think 1 and 2 you got the landscape. If you just have to check when we going to implement your system, your car system integration, then it's your responsibility to check the master data is in place or not. How you check? You don't have to go to in HANA box. There is a program, standard program, car HANA activation. There's a standard program. You just have to go to SE38 T code, give your program name, execute. It will tell you like which table is replicated in HANA, which if you are going to use SLT, then you have to use this one, and which data is replicated, which is missing, everything you can get. And if in the same HANA box, then you also it's your choice, you can execute that one also to check everything is placed, everything is fine. So you can execute that program also in your car system. So you can say this option 1, option 2 is also standalone and very popular for retailer also, because car also a very popular module, and still not all module are used still by many customers. Very few customers are using, very few retailer are using all module of car. Like big organization, you can say they are going to use, they are going to still in implementation phase. But standalone option is very popular of car, because if you are going to use other module of car, then you have to install many things for car for that. So standalone option is very popular. Now option, this is option 3 scenario, option 1 landscape 2, option 1. What is that? You can say this is what is car AB? Car AB means application bundle. Now you can see there is a PMR, assortment planning, merchandise category, pricing, promotion. All these are coming into when you are install car as a application bundle. Then this, if you are going to if you are going to implement a car with application bundle, then you have to install a car with AB, and side by side you are eligible for standalone use. And if you want, you can use all the application bundle, PMR, this module like assortment, UDF, all module are come under DDF module. Yeah.
Excuse me, please. Can you increase the scale of your Word document, because it's difficult to see very small pictures.
Actually, I want to just, yeah, it's fine.
Yes, it's much better. Thank you.
Actually, this document also you can see I'm creating for standard document provided by SAP. So I can share the standard document here also very less size, and this is also I don't have authorization to share with anyone, because we have authorization. That's why I can use that document provided by the SAP. So I just copy that one into here. So that's why maybe it's little bit small. So when I provide this document, so you can copy any other document. You can, whatever you would like, you can do this with that document. But I think it's a little bit clear, right?
Yes, it's much better. Continue, please. Okay.
Yeah. So here you can see this is PMR, assortment planning, merchandise planning for price promotion. Every module is a submodule of your DDF module. So DDF module itself a huge module. It contains 5 modules, but it's not mandatory like you have to use your DDF module for that. No, it's not mandatory. It's your choice, your customer choice, your organization choice. They can use. If they want to use, then they have to install CAR as an application bundle. So on that, they have to install a CAR as the application bundle. Then only you can see the path of configuration into your system also, into your CAR system also. Unless until you install CAR as an application bundle, you can't see the path in under SPRO, where you have to create the configuration for PMR assortment, and all these modules are itself called as a consuming module, because this module consume the data of CAR. Whatever CAR content, that module consume the data. So that's why you can say CAR, and also you can say in next session, like next screenshot, next picture diagram, I can show you BIBW also in scenario. For CAR, if any customer wants to use BIBW, then they can use. So this is the option with CAR application bundle with ECC, and here you can see this is the HANA is a database, and same concept like ECC is different HANA, and your CAR is in different HANA. You have to replicate through SLT. And one more thing, this one like pricing promotion and all this module of CAR application bundle, it access the data of your CAR. So when you are going to use CAR, then this module are going access your CAR data, and also you have to you can see there in above here also from ECC ERP retail to there is a CAR directly connection with CAR application bundle. Why? You have to replicate the master data from ERP to your application bundle also, because this application bundle will not access your master data from HANA box. For them, you have to replicate the master data from, you have to, if you are going to use application bundle of CAR, then you have to replicate data, master data. Whatever we doing previously using SLT or without SLT, you have to replicate this master data for CAR. Using RFC connection, using some inbound module, using you can say there is some data replication framework. There is a T code DRF out, and you have to configure in ECC for CAR application bundle, and you can replicate the data to CAR. This is one scenario. And second scenario, you can see same option if you don't have if you your ECC system and CAR system, sorry, it's in same HANA database, then it's a no need to replicate anything. ECC is same HANA, CAR sharing the same HANA database, so SLT is not there, but you can use your application bundle or whatever, and you have to replicate the master data like same using replication framework from your ECC to your CAR system. So this is the another scenario of CAR. And also some customer are like to use, some customer going to implement, and still not, you can see not very much use this module like application bundle, or not very much use. I can't say you like no, it is a very much use. Max module, two module of application bundle, like article availability, pricing promotion. This will come last December, so still less customer are used. Whosoever already implemented a CAR, they want slow like please implement this module for us also, like that. So this module also not like yeah, some customer are going to like to use this module, but it's in like implementation phase. Customer are like getting knowledge on that application bundle. What is that? What is how you have to implement? So there in many customer, many in the whole world I'm talking about. So because we are connected with SAP directly, so you can say we have a meeting how much customer dealing that, who are going to use. So basically these are like yeah, in future its use is high because there's a lot of use of this module of application bundle, and people are less, working knowledge is less, and even not on working knowledge as a new module. So obviously if a new thing, then knowledge, people are less in market, so demand is high for that module also. Not only that, car module also demand is very high in market in the all over the world, not only the any specific area, no. Very demanding module of car. And also here you can see car as a data provider. Now here BI/BW is in scenario, and same like this one, card application bundle is in scenario, is in on. You have activated your application bundle, you are like to use your BI/BW, you have activated your data source or any other info cube which you are like to use for your car to create data for the report, to generate report, data for report. You have activated everything. Now under car, you have to configure something for BI/BW. You have to configure a little bit if you like to use your BI/BW, so that sales order will be flow into your BI/BW. Not only sales order, everyday sales, everyday inventory, whatever the price, offers, promotion, whatever car collect, all this will be flow into your BI/BW, so that you can do anything with your BI/BW. So this is also a option we can use. And same, it is a option like your ECC and your car is a difference in database, HANA database. So you have to replicate all this data to your through SLT. So this is a scenario. And next is again same BI/BW is in you can say on. You have activated BI/BW. Also you are install your car application bundle properly, and you are connected ECC with your car. Now is you can see this is scenario. ECC maybe your HANA database same or may not be same. If may not be same, then you have to SLT. And one more thing, your BI/BW is in HANA database, same HANA database, whatever cars share the HANA database. And here I would like to say, here BI/BW with HANA, whatever cars share, it's not only SQL and all, BI/BW on HANA generally we are using with car. And if BI/BW shares same HANA database or cars different HANA database, then you have to use this scenario. It is also like generally customers still not if they want to any report, they like to use report from HANA views. They don't want to activate BI/BW, but it is possible. If they want, they can activate their component of BI/BW, whatever the area in BI/BW they have to activate, and configuration is there. You have to configure for that. Data is in your BI/BW. It is also possible. But generally what happened, customers want report directly from HANA views, because all the data, if there is any other use BI/BW, if they want to use any other purpose like assortment or any other purpose, they can use that also. SAP provide us that option also. You can do all this thing with BI/BW also. But only for reporting purpose, no, it's not recommended for BI/BW only. You can go with your HANA views. there's a lot of view for each and every areas. You can create your, you can say report, you can active, like you can create a mobile apps also if you want, using your Fiori apps, using that view, the HANA view, which is the database of car. And how the views contain the data, what happens when the car contain the data from any third application, then that data immediately reflect in background, like in views of HANA. And always we replicate the master data SLT in triggering each and every, whatever the any master data created, SLT will be triggered immediately. So HANA views finally contain the data from your ECC and also from your car. So you can play with the HANA views. You can create report, you can create mobile apps, and mobile apps is very much used by general retailers, because the store person, the store managers who are in real-time store, who are work in real-time store, for that, for them it is very much easy to just open the app. They can see the graph of which store sells high, which store sell less. Sorry. So they can see the detail of the each day sales, its monthly sales. Or one more thing, we can create the report or apps through different channel also. Like I'm a retailer, I have 5 channels, like one is web, one is mobile, one is a call center, other is working store. So for which one is sell high, which one is sell less, that will also possible to using the HANA view. So this is depend on the customer, which they want, which they don't want, but car provide everything for them. Everything is in place. There's a different option, different landscape, and whatever they want to use, whatever they don't want to use, they are like it's all about their choice. But SAP, you can see car contain all these areas. So basically this is the landscape or the car, and standalone landscape is very much popular in for car, you can say. And this one option also very popular, like data provider. Is a car as a data provider. This one option also very much like as whatever the application bundle, this one also very much popular day by day. But this one depend on customer, with BIBW depend on customer, what they want to develop with BIBW, so it's depend on them. So this mainly this thing, this landscape we generally use in when we develop a integration with car system. And I think landscape is a little bit clear for you, right? So we can go with module wise. This is the flow of data. And one more thing, master data is important. Important is master data replication. Master data is replication is very much important for car. You have to replicate your master data for your car system from your retail or FMS system. And one more thing, if you are going to use any POS system, then you also have to replicate the master data from for retail to your POS system. And not retail, whatever, like FMS or retail, any ERP system to your POS system through PI. If you are going to use Hybris, then you also, there's a like you have to replicate the master data from your retail system on FMS to Hybris. So generally we are using this type of scenario in real time. Master data is important. There is a program. First you have to check which master data, like or which table are replicate properly or not. So you have to check first that. As a car consultant, you just have to execute that program, HANA activation program. I can properly remember, can't properly, like is it car HANA activation. This is the name of the program. You have just go to AC38. Whenever you get any fresh system, you have to go to AC38, give the name. Then system will show you the detail where, which we have to go, where you have to contact. Like your work with car, right? If, as a background, HANA database, which table content, which not, which HANA studio. It's not mandatory. Like you have knowledge of all HANA. No, it's not mandatory. If you have a card system, it's just execute that program. It will tell you like which path, which table is missing, which data is missing. So you have to just check with your HANA administration person. He or she will give you the idea that is missing or not, or data is view is properly visible, or have all the privilege like display, access, all privilege of views. So you can check through this program. And now this is the landscape. Now we have to go into the module. First is POS DTA. POS DTA module is a very much popular module of car, and you can use, if you are going to use car as a standalone, if you are going to use you can say car as an application bundle or BIBW, whatever, if you are going to use, no, you have to, it is mandatory to use, to configure your POS DTA. Because POS DTA, because this is the mandatory module. You have to configure this module, then you are able to use you have to configure this module, you have to replicate master data, you have to start the data flow for sales, for your finance, whatever, from your POS hybrids to your card system. Then you are eligible for other module use. Other module means like a DDF module or any application bundle you are eligible for use. And also second one is multi-channel. Now is inventory visibility. For inventory visibility, you don't have to do anything. You just for inventory visibility, you don't have to do anything. There is a view content will take care the data, and you just have to go to that view, and the person who are creating the report using Lumira or any other application, they have to use that view. But your, as a your work, or a car consultant, your work is that view contain the data properly or not. You have to just check, or your card data or your POS data generally replicate here. Whenever any data come from any other system to your card system, that data immediately replicate that view. So your work is not like using that view and create the report. No, that is the other application use, like Lumira or any Excel sheet, anything. So you can check the inventory in real time, inventory visibility in each day. So next, this is the mandatory, not mandatory, you have to configure POS DTA. If you have different channel, then you can configure multi-channel. But without POS DTA configuration, all this module is nothing. So this is the mandatory module, you can say, mandatory module for you. So first you have to configure POS DTA to you if you are going to use any other module. So you can use this module, and you have to configure your sales data, you have to configure for your inventory data, you have to configure for your goods movement data from any, coming from any POS system. or from any hybrid system. Generally, what happens in real time from hybrid system, we use as a web channel, and we configure, we would like to use hybrids to replicate the sales detail, like whatever the customer wants to buy or sell, like generally buy not sell. So buy, so and log into the system, login detail, whatever, that will be replicated into your hybrids to your card system. But in for your POS system, it's your choice. You can use inventory data, you can use good movements data, or even you can say your sales data also. So this is the POS data is the mandatory module where you have configured your sales, your inventory, your goods movement, and also tender. What is tender type? Tender type means like daily basis. You can say customer coming to your store or web, and they would like to pay the amount through credit card, debit card, or any other way, gift certificate, whatever. So this is the mode of payment. This mode of payment we generally call tender type in card. This is a tender into your card. And one more thing, whatever the tender type, it will be same into your ECC, it will be same into your card, it will be same into your hybrids, it will be same into your name, the code I'm talking about, into your POS system. And you can say store also. First you have to create into your ECC system, you have to replicate all this store into your card system, and also ECC push the store detail into your POS system. So store also, you have to replicate all this data and name whatever. I'm giving an example, like store is M1. Okay, so M1 is here, your POS. So you can say you have a store in UK, and that name is M1. So M1's name is using in POS system also. Here PI also mapping the store as a M1, and card also mapping all store as a M1, and retail system, obviously it's created the system, retailer of payments. So this is the hub. Retailer of payments is generally the hub of all the master data, and then it will be pushed from any other system. So this will be same use, like a name will be same, like code. Generally we use code like the M1, M2, whatever the name. Also you have a payment mode like credit card. So CR here for credit card. Here also here you can see also here. So same here, like whatever name you would like to create, and obviously it will create, so it will be here. So same like discount also, you have a discount, line item discount, you have a tax amount, whatever you are like to use in your card system. First you have to create into your retail system, then you have to replicate card, then you have to replicate POS or hybrids, whatever. So here we generally use retail FMS as the hub of the master data. So you have to replicate all this data into your card system using that, and also the name is same. If there is any missing, like you all system contain M1, and here you are maintain M2, so your all the transaction will be failed here. That is the beauty of the card. It will be you are pushing a sales from POS store M1 PI through PI and in card. Then card stop the posting of your transaction into retail. It stop here. It will not allow you to replicate to posting the sales data into your ERP system. It will give a message like M2 store is not available or store not found. So you can manually check here, or you have to create if there is any. Generally what happen in real time, this type of message we generally don't happen in production system, like article. We have article, we have properly replicate, we have a store, we have a properly replicate. We generally getting message like sales mismatch in real time. I'm talking about in production. In development you will get lot of like that, like someone created an article, and it is not replicated properly, or someone created a store and it is not replicated properly. But in development, you can dev system, you can get this type of message. And one more thing I forgot to tell you, system, you are obviously, I think you know that there's generally 3 system we are using: development, dev, then QA, then PRD, or pre-production, whatever. There's some customer, they want like there's the same system like production, they whatever they in production go live, whatever they are doing in PRD, same things they want to see in pre-production system. So this is the system landscape for car also: development, QA, production, and same landscape, whatever the landscape I showed you in previous document, it will be same. Like for development it will be same, for QA it will be same, for PRD it will be same. So you have to replicate all this master data, else you have a message, error message into your card system, like store not found, article not available, or EN number, EN UPC number also important for each and every article. So it will be give a message if there is a missing of EN UPC number. So it will be for each and every article we generally use a EN number. So it will be give you a message this number is not found, store not found. So it is easy for you to find out the error message, and you can check manually if you are in dev and quality system. But if you are in production system, then you have to for master data you have to communicate with your all retail or FMS consultant, and okay, this is fail, why this store is why it is coming from POS, why PI said this store into car. Then in production environment we have to discussion, we have to take the discussion, because it's a production if any master data is failed there. But in general system you can manually check this error, and you can use that one. So this is the use of car. Also there is a lot of validity check we are generally doing in car, like if there is a sales gap between many transactions. And one more thing, how POS, how do I find like this POS send one transaction, sales transaction means sales, one sales detail to your car system, and car push the sales detail to retail system. So how we find if there is a 1000 transaction in the end of day, how we find if there is any missing between POS and car, or car to retail? How we generally if there is a missing between POS and car will be fail that data into car system, it will be not processed further. So the car will stop that one if there's a 1000 transaction and anything missing means how we track POS and card transaction. I'm talking about sales data, sales detail means your total amount, how much the customer pay, how much pay through credit card or discount or tax, every detail, that is called transaction. It is a header label, it will contain a line label also. Header label, you can see the detail of the transaction, like it is a sales, it is a refund, it is a any other type of transaction. In header line you can see that, but in item you can see the detail of the transaction, like if there's a tax amount, if there is a serial number of article, if there is a batch number, you can see in detail. Cashier name also, the name of the person who give the bill to the customer. So you can see the detail of the line amount. Now how we track the POS transaction with card transaction. POS transaction generally track, the POS generally push a number, like transaction number 1, then 2, then 3. So here you can see transaction key in POS and in card it is fixed. Maybe for different POS it will be different, but in card it will be fixed. It will be transaction key, transaction number. Maybe one number is there, okay, and 2 is missing. Now 3 is missing. 1, 2 is there, 3 transaction is missing. 2 is missing, and then 3 you can see into a card system. Then it will be give you a warning message, like your 2 number transaction is not in here. So it's your choice. You would like to fail this transaction. If you like you don't want to process other transactions also. Like if 2 is missing, then you don't like 1 and 3 also posted into retail. There is a configuration you can do that using that one. And also you can say it's fine for you, no process 1 and 3, and I will check like this transaction 2 transaction is missing number 2. So I will check with POS person or CI where it is filled, and I will push that. And think about 1 lakh transaction, 10,000 transactions. Think about that. So this is the beauty of car. Car will tell you like this number transactions not coming here. Go and check. So this is the beauty of car also. And also there's a lot of thing of like a car, like a customer came into your store and total amount was 100. He or she that customer pay 100 and full 100 amount to debit card. Okay, now in your car system you can see like total amount was 100 but customer pay 80 rupees. Where is the 20 rupees? So it will fail here. It will not posted the transaction not posted into your car ECC system. So all the scenario will handle through configuration. I will show you all this posture when I will get into system. But before that, we have to all these are choice by customer. If they want to activate this scenario of car, it's depend on customer. But I will give you the detail of mandatory configuration of car. First of all, POS DTA. POS DTA. I will give you the mandatory configuration. Then one by one, I will go one by one configuration where we have to configure, when we have to check this type of sort or overbalancing or any other credit card check. I will give you that portion also. But before that, I will would like to check like to give the detail of POS DTA. So this is the detail of car, how we use the landscape. When we will go to next session, when we go to system, then we will start with POS DTA configuration. And first we have to create where you have to create a profile and all. I will give you detail in next session. So I think for today it's fine. Is it fine? Maksham? Are you there?
Yes. I hear you.
Yeah, so it's fine for you. You like it's little bit of clear for you, like how you control car and landscape, right?
Yes, I understand what you are saying and what you're talking about car. Okay, let's continue.
I think today we are done. We can connect with next session for most probably tomorrow, and then I will Julian will provide me the system, and I will show you the POS DTA configuration into system. Is this fine for you?
Yes. One more question. If I will have some questions for you tomorrow, can I ask you?
Yeah, today also you can ask me. I don't have any issue. Or tomorrow, it's your choice. You can ask me anytime.
Maybe tomorrow, if I prepare some questions, I will ask you in the beginning of our session, tomorrow's session.
Sure. Okay. So see you tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.